And here is the Vegan's Almanac for today, the 9th of February. February 9th is National Bagel and Lox Day. Lox is brined salmon fillets, traditionally from the fatty belly, that is salt cured and often cold smoked. Lox is a staple in American Jewish cuisine, famously served on bagels with cream cheese. But many salmon populations, particularly Atlantic, Pacific Chinook, coho, and sockeye, are listed as endangered or threatened. Over 100 salmon stocks in the Pacific Northwest have gone extinct, with many others facing critical declines due to overfishing, dams, pollution, warming rivers, and blocked migration routes. Today, the vast majority of salmon raised for food come from intensive farms that cause untold suffering, just like factory farms on land. Crowded into dense pens, hundreds of thousands of salmon spend their short lives in total captivity, all to feed an unsustainable demand for seafood. The open ocean stretches out before these beautiful fish, but long swaths of netting keep them from swimming to freedom. In the wild, salmon make incredible journeys over many years, from the ocean back to their birthplaces upstream, where they give life to the next generation. But in the world of aquaculture, the life of a salmon is one only of confinement and slaughter. Today is a great day to try one of the many vegan lox recipes online and let salmon live their lives in freedom. Today is the birthday of J.M. Coetzee, born on this day in 1940. J.M. Coetzee is a South African and Australian novelist, essayist, linguist, translator, and recipient of the 2003 Nobel Prize in Literature. He is one of the most critically acclaimed and decorated authors in the English language. J.M. Coetzee, who said, "Of course we cried out in horror when we found out what they had been up to. We cried, what a terrible crime to treat human beings like cattle. If we'd only known beforehand. But our cry should more accurately have been, what a terrible crime to treat human beings like units in an industrial process." And that cry should have had a postscript. What a terrible crime, come to think of it, a crime against nature, to treat any living being like a unit in an industrial process. Given half a chance, children see through the lies with which advertisers bombard them, the happy chicks that are transformed painlessly into succulent nuggets, the smiling moo cow that donates to us the bounty of her milk. It takes but one glance into a slaughterhouse to turn a child into a lifelong vegan. Today is also the birthday of Alice Walker, born on this day in 1944. Alice Walker is a civil rights activist and author, and the first African-American woman to win a Pulitzer Prize for literature. She once said, "If I'm eating food I know was a creature in a cage, it brings up memories of segregation and the stories from my ancestors of being in captivity and denied their personalities, their true beings. Animals were not made for us or our use. They have their own use, which is just being who they are." It's also the birthday of Steve Sapontzis, born on this day in 1945. Steve Sapontzis is an American moral philosopher. He is Professor Emeritus of Philosophy at California State University, East Bay, and specializes in animal ethics, environmental ethics, and meta-ethics. His best-known work is Morals, Reason, and Animals, published in 1987. Sapontzis' philosophy advocates for extending moral personhood and ethical consideration to animals, based on their capacity for interests and suffering, challenging anthropocentric norms and speciesism, and instead promoting empathy, vegan activism, and systemic change to reduce animal exploitation. In 1983, Sapontzis and his future wife established Hayward Friends of Animals to create a volunteer initiative supporting their local municipal animal shelter. They now operate Second Chance, helping the pets of people in need, an initiative aimed at providing assistance to financially disadvantaged individuals caring for companion animals in California. And here's a gospel reading for today from Luke chapter 4, 18 to 21. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me because he anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim release to captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to set free those who are oppressed, to proclaim the favorable year of the Lord. A reading from the Gospel of Luke. This has been the Vegan's Almanac with a reminder to set free those who are in captivity.